Yeah. So previous class we were doing question number 8. Till where we have completed question number 8. Anybody remember?
Sir, data turnover ratio.
Pardon me?
DTR, sir.
What is DTR?
Data turnover ratio.
Okay, we have completed. So how much we got the data?
12,000.
12,000.
12,000. Okay. Yeah. Let me share my screen. Yeah. So this is where we stopped previous class, students. So we were doing question number 8. So we have calculated sales, that is 3 lakhs, and cost of goods sold we got 2.4 lakhs. Then we got credit sales as 2.4 lakhs. Then total assets we got 1 lakh. Then stock we got 30,000. Then we got data turnover ratio 20%. And then we using the data turnover ratio, we have calculated the debtors. So we had calculated DTR, data turnover ratio, and we have calculated debtors 12,000. Okay. So we have stopped till here. So let us go back to the question number 8 and see what else he has given for us. So what else he has given? Question number 8. So we have done till average collection period. Average collection period. From that we have calculated the ratios. Correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then what are the next thing he has given? Current ratio. So using this, can we find out anything? Current ratio he says 1.6:1. So can I find out something from that? Can I get current asset, current liability?
Current asset, current liability.
How will you get?
So we have stock, closing stock, and like cash is not there. But then we can find current liabilities because we have total assets
Yeah, total
and
asset
shares
we have.
and
Okay.
long term. So, but then first we should find long term debt.
Yeah, long-term debt is not there in the liability side, and asset side, what is not there? Fixed assets also is not there. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So it's very difficult. So as of now, we will leave that as it is. We will not touch a current ratio. We will go to the next one. What is the next one he has given?
So long term debt to
Long-term
equity.
debt to equity he has given 40%. So we can use this and calculate what? What can we find out from this ratio?
Long term debt.
Long-term debt we can find out. Okay. So how to find out long-term debt? What is the formula? Can you derive the formula from the ratio given?
So long term
Debt to
debt
equity.
divided by
Equity.
Yeah.
shareholder.
Long-term debt divided by equity
Equity.
or shareholders' equity. Any one thing you know in this? Any one of the variable do you know?
The shareholders equity.
We know shareholders' equity. How much? 50,000. Yes or no? It's given here. 50,000. Are you able to see? So I know equity and I know the debt equity ratio. We know the long-term debt to equity ratio 40%. Just cross multiply, you will get the long-term debt. Clear? Once I get the long-term debt, what I can find out? I can find out the current liability. The current liability will be the balancing figure. Yes or no? I know equity, I know long-term debt, and I know total assets. We have already calculated, right? Total assets, how much we got?
1 lakh.
Yeah, total assets is 1 lakh. If total asset is 1 lakh, how much should be total liability?
1 lakh. 1
It
lakh.
also should be 1 lakh. So we can find out the current liability. Understood, students?
Yes,
You
sir.
understand how to calculate? Yeah, now we'll go back to the Excel and let me show you that calculation now, what we can do now next. So debtor turnover ratio, we have calculated the average debtor as 12,000. Okay. And then we will calculate now the total debt, the long-term debt value. So already the formula is there in the ratio itself, whatever they given us, that is long-term debt divided by equity share. I know long-term debt to equity ratio, it is 40%, and long-term debt I don't know, I wrote was as it is, and I know 50,000 is equity. So now you cross multiply, how does it look like? It looks like this. So long-term debt is equal to, I brought that to the left-hand side, and 50,000 into 40%.
20,000.
50%, 40% of 50,000.
20,000.
20,000.
How much?
20,000.
20,000. Yeah. All of you got 20,000? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good. So we got the long-term debt. So now what we have to find out is we have to find out the what value I know. I need to find out current liability or current asset. So I need to find out the current liability. So already I discussed with you. I know equity share. I know long-term debt. And in this question, he has given us a format also. That means whatever is there in the balance sheet format here, only those things are available with the company. So there will not be anything else. So these things only if you have to find out, then we can do that. Okay. So let us write down now. So we know that what total assets is equal to total liability. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's why I written as we know. I didn't write I know that. Okay. And this one, do you agree with this? That is total asset is equal to total liability. I have elaborated and written it. So how did I get this? That is shareholders capital plus long-term debt and current liability. From where I got?
In balance
From
sheet.
the balance sheet. Balance
Here
sheet.
in the balance sheet. From there only I derived. Yes or no? So in the question, what it says? Shareholders equity plus long-term debt plus current liability is equal to total liability. That is what the question says. Correct? So I written same thing here. Shareholders capital, long-term debt, and current liability. You can write it as equity to make it more similar to the question. Shareholders share what is given? Shareholders equity. You will write the same thing. So will be it looks similar. What is given in the question? So shareholders equity, long-term debt, and current liability. So I know current assets. Sorry, I know the total assets. How much total asset?
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
It is 1 lakh. Then I know shareholders equity. How much?
50,000.
50,000. And long-term debt. Just now we found out how much we got.
20,000.
20,000.
20,000. So let us substitute now. That is total asset is equal to 1 lakh. 1 lakh is equal to 50,000 plus 20,000 plus X. Why I wrote X there?
Current liability.
Current liability.
Current liability, I don't know. I'll take it as X. So very simple. Just do the mathematical operation and you will get the value of X. So please calculate the value of X.
30,000.
That is 1 lakh minus how much? 70,000.
70,000.
So 30,000 is X. So what is X we have assumed?
Current liabilities.
That is current liability. So I know that X is what we have taken is current liability. So current liability is 30,000. So my balance sheet is half of the balance sheet is ready. Okay. Next. What is now pending? What else is we have to find out?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
So we can take directly total liabilities now, so instead of total asset.
Total.
Asset. We can
Ah.
write it as total liabilities equal to shareholders equity plus long-term debt plus current liability also.
Yeah, that was second right. But I didn't know the value of current liability. No. That is why I have taken the help of total asset value. Yes or no?
Yes, sir, but we know total liabilities now, so both are equal. So anything is fine now.
Yeah. That way also you can write total liability. That is what I'm told now. To conclude total liability is 1 lakh, first you have to show that total asset is equal to total liability. Yes or no? Then you can write total liability is 1 lakh. Then you have to write in the beginning, total asset is equal to total liability. Total asset is 1 lakh. Therefore, total liability also is 1 lakh. That is what you have to write. That way also you can write, but you have to write and show clearly. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Who was that? Alexander? Pawan?
Mebin, sir, Mebin.
Yeah. Yeah, Mabin, understood?
Yes, sir. Got it.
You can write that, but you only thing you have to mention clearly how you got this 1 lakh as total liability. You have to show that. Okay. Okay. Now we got, let us go back to the question and see what all we have. I know shareholders equity. I know long-term debt. I know current liability. And what else I know? What else we have calculated?
So stock
Current
and
ratio.
debtors.
I know total asset I know, and stock I know, then debtors I know. Okay, so keep this in mind. So I know stock I know, closing debtors I know. I don't know cash, I don't know fixed asset, I know total asset. So how to find out the remaining things? We need to calculate now. How to calculate the cash value and fixed asset value.
So
Anyone?
cash value we can calculate.
Fixed
in
assets is
current
equal to
ratio.
total assets minus current assets.
But how much is current asset? Again, in current asset, we don't know cash. How
So
to find
we
out the
can
cash
calculate
value?
cash to current ratio.
Yeah, very good. That is why current ratio is given us. What he has given us, current ratio is 1.6:1. From this, I can find out what? I know the ratio, I know the current liability, I don't know the current asset. So this cross multiply, you will get the current assets. Okay. So please do it. Write down now. So now use the current ratio and calculate the current assets value. So I know the ratio is 1.6:1 and current assets I don't know. I write as it is. And I know current liability, that is 30,000. We just now calculated. You can just see the above lines, above rows, you can find out 30,000 we got. So cross multiply, how much will get current liability?
48,000.
That looks like this. Current asset is equal to 30,000 into 1.6. So multiply, how much will get?
48,000.
40,000.
40,
8,000.
48,000. Others, how much are getting?
48,000.
48,000.
48,000 is correct. So 48,000, even I also got 48,000. So current asset is 48,000. Now how to find out the value of cash and fixed asset?
Fixed asset is equal to total asset minus current asset.
Okay, we will get that. Then cash,
So stock plus debtors plus cash is equals to 48,000.
yeah. I know total assets. I know in that I know stock and debtors. The balancing figure of 48,000 will be cash. Yes or no? I think somebody is having some background noise. Pawan, kindly mute. Okay, I have muted him. Vasavi, you have any doubt? You raised your hand. Vasavi, section C. Vasavi Gadda, you have any doubt? You have raised your hands. Vasavi. Okay, I think by mistake she has done that. Okay, so now we prepare the balance sheet now, all of you. Draw the balance sheet. Write out the asset liability column, amount, then assets and amount column. Quickly. Done? Shall we start? So here, no need to
Yes,
worry
sir.
about what to write in balance sheet. He has given the format. Same format you just follow. Okay, just write whatever is given there. And amount, you already know what we have calculated. Just write the amount, that's all. And balance sheet has to tally. So first we'll write shareholders capital, that is share capital. So how much is share capital or shareholders equity? Shareholders equity, how much we got?
50,000.
Students, 50,000. So write as it is 50,000. Next, what is the next item in the balance liability side?
Long-term debts.
Long-term debt,
Long-term debt, how much we calculated?
20,000.
20,000. Next,
Current liabilities.
current liability, how much we got?
30,000.
30,000. So is it tallying 1 lakh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
50, 20 plus 30 is 1 lakh. So write down 1 lakh. Now come to the asset side. What he has given as fixed assets.
Fixed assets,
How much is fixed assets? I don't know. Leave it as it is now. Then current assets he has given, right? Current assets. How much we got current assets?
48,000.
48,000. You write. Then under current asset he has given us what? We have to write
Stock.
stock.
Oh,
Stock. How much we got?
30,000.
30,000. Next, closing debtors. Closing debtors. How much we
12,000.
got?
12,000.
12,000.
12,000. And next, we have to find out, right? What?
Cash.
Cash. So how much is cash? Calculate.
So 6,000.
Yeah, 6,000. How we got 6,000?
So stock plus debtors is 42,000 minus 48,000.
Yeah. The total current asset should be 48,000. In that, I know 30,000 is stock and debtors is 12,000. So remaining balance is how much? 6,000. That 6,000 will be cash. Got it? So 6,000 will be the balancing figure for current assets. So 6,000 cash is the balancing figure for current assets. Did you understand? And I know total asset is how much? 1 lakh.
1 lakh.
So can I find out now the fixed asset value?
Yes, sir.
How?
Yes, sir.
Sir, total minus
Total
current
asset
asset.
minus current asset.
Yeah, very simple. Total asset is 1 lakh. Current assets is 48,000. So just minus that, you'll get the fixed asset value.
52,000.
52,000.
52,000.
Yeah, that's correct. All of you got 52,000?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is your balance sheet and balance sheet is tallied. Once a balance sheet is tallied, that means you are done correct. Okay, that your whatever you have done is correct. Any doubt, students? Are you getting the confidence? You can prepare balance sheet using ratios. Or
Yes, sir.
Any difficulty or any doubts?
Sir, how do you go about this? Sir? You go according to the question, or is there any format for this, sir? To find the
According to the
items.
question, one more thing, we said something.
How do you go about, sir? According to, is there any format?
Format for what?
Like after this, you have to find this one. Is there any format, sir, or you have to go according to the question?
There is no any actually format here. You just go by whatever they given. From whatever they given in the question, try to find out the unknown value from the known value. For example, he has given gross profit. So first you from that you know what you can find out. We can find out sales and COGS. Then he has given equity share capital. Directly he has given so nothing to find out. But it is the data is given us so that we can find the other unknown value. Then go to the third one. Okay. For example, third one you're not able to find out anything because the data are missing. Then go to the fourth one. Got it? Even fourth one you're not able to get anything. Then go to the fifth one. Normally it will be there. By the time you go to the next one, you will get some other unknown value you can find out from the known values. If it is not there, then you can go to the next one. So just follow the question and try to find out what all is there. Okay, and then you start fixing up in the balance sheet. Sometimes they give you the balance sheet format. If they give, actually it's very easy for you to do it. Some question they won't give you, but you already know what is the balance sheet format. Whatever you have found out, you just put in respective places all the liabilities, then write all the assets, then try to tally it. If it is tallying, well and good, you're done correct. If it is not tallying, then you have to check anything is missing in the balance sheet, or anything you are not included, okay, or any wrong you have done in the calculation, or any other item, whatever, any other information what they given you, but you have not taken it, so that you have to go back and find out. By the time you balance your balance sheet, you will definitely you will use all the data given in the question. Okay, understood, ma, Vaishnavi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, one way is go through the question one by one, whatever is given, you do it step by step. If you are not able to get anything in the second data, then go to the third data. Then you can go back and find out the other one. Like we did just now, right? See, current ratio is given first. Then he has given long-term debt. But current ratio, we are not able to find anything because we didn't add current asset as well as current liability. Then what I did, I said we will keep it as it is, we will go to the next one. The next one we went, then we got the long-term debt equity we have calculated, and we got the total long-term debt. From that, what we found out? We found out the current liability. Then it was easy for us to go back and use the current ratio. Then we got the current asset. Got it? So you may have to go back and come back again. Okay? You may have to go back and do the next one, then come back to the other one, previous one. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That will come by practice. Don't worry. That's why I'm doing more problems on that. We will do one more problem now. If no other doubts are there regarding this question, shall we go to the next question, students? Yes, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So next question we will do. We'll do only focus on ratios. We'll come back and do this question. Question number 9, 7. I know I remember what all I left out, and 10 also we'll do later, because all of them are the different category. First we will finish the ratios. Yeah. Question number 11 we have again ratios. So we will do question number 11. 11 and 12 are there. So I will do 11. 12 I will give you as homework today. So as I said earlier, numerical papers will come only by practice. If you practice, if you do the homework, if you sit and do that, then only you will get the the grip on the particular concept, or else you cannot do it. So 11 we will do now, and 12 you can do it as homework. Okay. So now I request someone to please read question number 11 for all of us. Question number 11, students, anyone? Or you want me to call out the name? Chaitra P. Chaitra is there. Section C, Chaitra. Or Christy Maria. Christy, ACCA student. Cyrus. Cyrus, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how is the cyclone there in Mangalore?
Sir, it's raining and it's kind of windy right now currently. Power might go right now, so it's kind of like thunderstorms are going on.
Okay. Don't focus on that. You focus on class now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please read for us question number 11.
Okay. Assume that the firm's owner's equity is 1 crore and the ratios of the firm are short-term debt to total debt equals 0.4. Total debt to owner's equity is equals to 0.6. Fixed assets to owner's equity equals to 0.6. Total asset turnover 2 times. Inventory turnover 8 times. Construct the balance sheet. Balance sheet has on liabilities. Okay. Should I read that?
Yeah. Read.
Okay. Balance sheet has on liabilities amount, equity, capital, total debt, short-term loan, long-term loan, total assets amount, fixed assets, current assets, closing stock, other assets, total.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Cyrus. Please take care of yourself. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So he has given us, it's a very simple problem actually. He has given us the owner's equity as 1 crore, and he has given the ratios. He has given short-term to debt, short-term debt to total debt, then total debt to owner's equity, fixed asset to owner's equity, then total asset turnover 2 times, inventory turnover 8 times, and then he has given the balance sheet. And the balance sheet is very, very simple balance sheet. Very few items are there. One is equity capital, already we know it is 1 crore. Then total debt, and total debt we don't know. Short term, long term, we don't know. We have to find out. That is why he has given the ratio here. What he has given? Short term to total debt. If I know total debt, I can find out the short term debt. That's one thing. Then second thing, he has given us total debt to owner's equity. Total debt, I don't know, but I know owner's equity. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Using
sir.
that, I can find out the total debt. If I get the total debt, I can calculate what? Short term debt. If I get the short term debt, I can calculate what? Long term debt. It's very, very simple. Okay. Understood? Then we'll get the total of that. When you add this, once I get total debt and equity already is given, I'll get the total liability. Once I get total liability, I will be getting total assets. Clear? Then how to find out fixed assets and current assets? Fixed assets he has given, again fixed asset to owner's equity. I know owner's equity 1 crore, fixed assets I know. I don't know right as it is, but I know the ratio. Just cross multiply, you will get the fixed asset. Similarly, current assets. How to find out current assets? Any idea?
So total assets minus fixed asset.
Total assets minus fixed asset. I'll get to know. Then any other way? Okay, that I'll get to know. How to get then the stock? How do you calculate the value of stock? Because we need stock and other assets. Stock
So
value
we
you have
can
to find
find
out.
total from total asset turnover COGS, and then inventory turnover ratio, we can find closing stock.
Yeah. Okay. So once you get the closing stock, I can easily find out the other stock or other assets. Okay. So let us do now. Any doubt in the question? Understood the question, right? Just by looking at that, you can find out many things. You can easily find out. Okay. So let us do it now. So question number 11. Yeah, are you able to see the screen? Let me zoom it some more. Yeah, so it will be very visible in your screen. Yeah. So this is question number 11. We are going to solve now. So first I told, see, I think just now Vaishnav was asking how to go about it. You just have to use a logic and check, can I get something from this particular ratio? Do you have the data? See, at least in the given numerator and denominator, in one of that you should know. Okay. If you know numerator, at least you can find out the denominator. If you know denominator, you can find out the numerator. Okay, any one of that you should know. If both you don't know, just don't break your head. Then just go to the next ratio what is given. Then what you after calculating, you can again come back and go to the other one. Okay, so that is how getting the clue, finding the unknown values. Okay. So first one, what he has given, short-term debt to total debt. Do I know short-term debt? How much is short-term debt?
No, sir.
I don't know.
No, sir.
Do you know total debt?
No, sir.
Else I don't know. So I cannot use this ratio now. Let us keep it as it is. Then if it is not coming, then don't break your head and waste your time. How to do it? Don't worry. The clue will be there somewhere else. Okay. Now you have to go back and check in the other one. Like how do you play the treasure and right? Something like that only. Okay. And then next he has given total debt to owner's equity 0.60. So do you know any of the variable in this? Total debt, do you know?
No, sir.
I don't know. Owner's equity,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
130.
Yes, sir.
got it? So total debt I don't know, but I know owner's equity and I know the ratio is 0.60. So just cross multiply, I'll get what? Total debt. Yeah. So first we will do with that's why I'm starting with the total debt. I explained you why I'm using the total debt first. So total debt is equal to owner's equity. The total debt to owner's equity is equal to total debt divided by owner's equity. So I know owner's equity, I know the ratio. Let me substitute here. Yeah, I just substituted here. 0.6 is equal to total debt divided by 1 crore. So cross multiply, it looks like this. That is total debt is equal to 1 crore into 0.6%. So
60
0.6.
lakh.
So
60
multiply,
lakh.
how much you'll get?
60 lakh.
60
60
lakhs.
lakh. Yeah. So 60 lakh is total debt. Okay. Total debt, I know 60 lakhs. So in the formula, I know equity, the format, I know equity capital, I know total debt, but I don't know how much is short term, how much is long term. For that, he has given us the first ratio. So first ratio we left like that only, we didn't use it. Now we can use. Why? Short term debt I don't know, but I know total debt. How much we got total debt? 60 lakhs.
60 lakh.
60 lakhs.
Yeah,
60 lakh.
got it? So now you apply that and you can use the value. So short term debt I don't know, right, as it is. Total debt I know 60 lakhs and the ratio is 0.4. So right now, so short term debt to total debt is equal to short term debt divided by total debt. So right now the ratio is 0.4. 0.4 is equal to short term debt, I don't know, right, as it is, divided by total debt, it is 60 lakhs. Students, please write down. So you will get 0.4 is equal to short term debt divided by 60 lakhs. So please cross multiply. When you cross
So
multiply,
22 lakhs.
like this, short term debt is equal to 60 lakhs into 0.40.
24 lakh.
Multiply, how much will get?
22 lakhs.
24 lakhs.
How much?
24 lakh.
24 lakhs.
24 lakhs, sir.
24 lakhs. I heard 84 lakhs. Okay. 24 lakhs is correct. So I got now short term debt. So I got capital, I got total debt. In that I know short term debt is how much? 24 lakh. So how much will be the long term debt?
36 lakhs.
Yeah, that is total debt 60 lakh. In that 60 lakhs, 24 lakhs is short term debt. Then the balancing figure will be the long term debt. Calculate how much? 60 minus 24,
36 lakhs.
36 lakh. 36 lakhs will be your long term debt. So how much will be the total liability?
So 1 crore 60 lakhs.
Yeah, 1 crore 60 lakhs. Okay, anyway, we will do it slowly one by one. Next, what he has given us? Fixed asset to owner's equity has given us. How much? 0.6. So do you know fixed assets?
No, sir.
We don't know, but owner's equity we know. So substitute now. So fixed asset to owner's equity is equal to fixed asset divided by owner's equity, and the ratio is 0.60, right? 0.60 divided by is equal to fixed asset as it is divided by owner's equity 1 crore. So let me substitute now. Yeah, 0.60 is equal to fixed asset divided by 1 crore. So cross multiply, it looks like this. Fixed asset is equal to 1 crore into 0.6. So I take a fixed asset to the left hand side and then 0.6 I brought to the right hand side. When I brought to the right hand side, it will become multiplied by. Okay. How much you'll get?
60 lakh.
60 lakh.
60 lakhs. So fixed asset is 60 lakhs we have found out. Next, what he has given in the formula, in the question, total asset turnover 2 times. So what is total asset turnover formula? We have used it earlier.
So COGS divided
COGS by
assets.
total assets.
COGS by
Total assets.
Total assets.
COGS or sales?
Sales
sir.
by total asset.
Sales by
Total asset.
Yeah, sales by total asset. So how to find out the sales value now? I don't know sales value, right? How to find out?
Sir,
So we know
total
total assets.
liabilities.
So gross profit equals sales minus COGS.
But do you know gross profit? Or do
So
you
we know
gross profit
total
plus-
assets, or we know
Total?
total asset.
You know total asset, how much?
1 lakh, 1 crore 60,000.
1.6 crore.
Yeah. How do you know it is 1.6 crore total asset?
Total
So
liabilities is
equity
equal to total
capital
asset.
plus total
Yeah.
debt.
Yeah, just now, few minutes back, I told, I know capital, that is 1 crore. I know total debt, that is 60 lakhs. So when I add these two, I'll get how much? 1.6 crore. So once my liability is 1.6 crore, total liability, my total asset also should be what? 1.6 crore. Because both has to tally, yes or no? So total assets I know 1.6 crore. Sales I don't know, I cannot find out any way. Sales we don't know anything, so we cannot calculate. But I know total asset, and I know the percent, that is the turnover is 2 times. So just cross multiply, you get the answer of sales. And why is he giving the value of sales? What will do with the sales? Anyway, we don't write sales in the assets. What are the use of that?
Calculation stock value.
Stock, okay. But what is the formula for stock turnover ratio?
Stock, COGS divided by average stock.
Okay. But can you find out COGS?
Sir,
How will you find out?
if COGS not given, then total sales treated as COGS.
Yeah. COGS is not given, then you can take it as net sales, you can take it in the numerator. Okay. That is the reason, students, why he has given us that. Without having any reason, they will not give you any data. Okay. So that is why he has given us total asset turnover. Okay. So let us do now what all we discussed. If you didn't understand what we discussed, we will anyways, I'll show it now in the Excel. Yeah. You see what we discussed? First, let us write down the formula. Total assets turnover ratio is equal to sales divided by total assets. Okay. So we need to first calculate the what? Total asset. We know that total asset is equal to total liability. Yes or no? Total asset is equal to total liability. And total liability is equal to equity plus total debt as per the question. And total liability, how much we got? 1 crore plus 60 lakhs. Okay. And then I'm just showing you so that you will not forget or you may not remember. So total liability we got 1.6 crore. If total liability is 1.6 crore, then this is also equal to what?
Total asset.
This is also equal to total asset. Total assets also will be equal to 1 crore 60 lakhs. Clear? That is the meaning of that. The total asset also is 1.6 crore. Now we can use the formula total asset turnover ratio and we can calculate the value of sales. So let us substitute now the formula. Total asset turnover ratio is equal to sales divided by total assets. So write down what is the ratio is given 2 times. So 2 is equal to sales divided by 1.6 crore. That is what you have to substitute. Okay. 2 is equal to sales divided by 1.6 crore. Now cross multiply. We'll get sales is equal to 1.6 crore into 2. How much will get sales?
3.2 crore.
20 lakhs.
3.2
crore.
Okay. Others,
3
anybody?
crore
How much
20 lakhs.
Pardon?
So 3 crore 20 lakhs.
Yeah, 3 crore 20 lakhs. That is the sales value. Okay, so we got the sales value. Okay, so in the question, we know the liability side, everything. Asset side, we don't know. I know only the total asset. I know fixed, I don't know fixed asset, I don't know current assets, I don't know stock, I don't know anything. Okay, but at least if I know something, I can find out the another thing. Okay, so that is what he has given us sales. And then next what he has given us? Inventory turnover ratio. What if by inventory turnover ratio? What is the one more name for this?
Stock
Stock.
turnover ratio.
Stock turnover ratio.
Stock turnover ratio is 8 times. So normally the formula is what? What is the
COGS
formula for
divided by
stock turnover
average
ratio?
stock.
divided by
Average stock.
Yeah. Sales divided, actually the formula is COGS divided by average or closing stock. Once you don't have the COGS, you can use sales. You can use sales value. So we got the sales value. Closing stock, I don't know, right as it is, but turnover ratio I know. Inventory turnover ratio is 8 times. That's why done here. Turnover ratio is equal to STR. STR is nothing but stock turnover ratio. Okay. Write it now. Substitute. So 8 is equal to 3.6 crore, 3.2 crore divided by closing stock. So cross multiply.
40 lakh.
How much I get it?
40
40
lakhs.
lakhs.
40 lakhs. Others,
40 lakhs.
all of you getting 40 lakhs? Yeah. So 40 lakhs is your closing stock. Yeah. Okay. Somebody message in the group. Who is this? Yeah, Mega. Yeah, thank you for reminding. You can even unmute and tell. Okay. If you feel that I'm going fast, okay, I'll go slowly. If you feel, okay, student, anybody feel I'm going fast or you're not able to write along with me, please let me know. I can go slowly also. Okay. Thank you, Mega, for reminding. And anybody, okay, anybody feels you're not able to, write along with me, please let me know. I'll go slowly. Clear? Mega, did you write? Shall we go to the next step?
Can you please scroll up, sir?
Pardon me? Yeah, somebody said something.
So she wants you to scroll up, sir.
Yeah. Which one, ma? This one or?
Sir, this one only, sir.
Okay. Yeah, please write down. Please write, okay? Please write in your notes, or else it will be very difficult, tedious job again later for you. It will be again big work again to write in the notes, okay? As I was telling earlier, please write along with me. If you want, I can go very slowly, like how I go in the classroom. Please write down. Done, ma?
Yes, sir.
Did you write total asset turnover ratio also?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and inventory? Inventory turnover ratio, did you write?
No, sir, writing.
Yeah, please write. Yeah. All of you, please write. Don't sit like no, you're sitting and watching some movie. Okay, you're learning it, so it's your learning time. Please use your pen and write down. So when you're writing, actually, students, it will get Xerox copy in your mind. Okay, your mind also start acquiring things whatever you're writing. If you just listen, if you just download it, I know Excel I'm giving, you can just download Excel. It will not actually help you unless it comes to your paper and pen. So during exam, you have to write in paper and pen only. Once you're done, let me know, ma. We'll go to the next step.
Sir, done, sir.
Done? Okay, yeah. So we got stock value. Then what else we got? So all that we are done. So whatever is given in the question, we are done, right? We have used stock, short-term debt, total debt, and all this we are used. Inventory also we used. Anything we are not used? We have done everything. Once you have done everything, then your the step is to just put it in the balance sheet, in the balance sheet format. So draw the table now. Balance sheet as on. Date is not given. You just write as it is. Balance sheet as on. Then write. You already know the columns. What are the columns you're going to write?
Liability amount, asset amount.
Liabilities and assets and amount. And this question very simple because he has given us already the format also. Okay. Done. Table is ready. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is given there first? Equity capital. Just write equity capital. Very simple. Just follow the question. And capital already we know it is given here. Owner's equity is 1 crore. Just write 1 crore in the amount column. Next, what he has given? Total debt. Did we calculate total debt?
60
Yes, sir.
lakh.
Yeah.
60 lakh.
Total debt we got 60 lakhs. Right? 60 lakhs. In that, he has given us short term and long term. We got short term. We got how much? We got
24 lakh.
lakhs. So write down. So short term 24 lakh. So how much will be the long term?
36.
36 lakh.
That is 60 lakhs minus 24 lakhs. That is 36 lakhs. That will be your balancing figure. Write down quickly. Okay, so short term debt we got, long term debt we got. So how much will be the total?
160.
1 crore
1
60
crore
lakh.
60 lakh.
60 lakh. So we have completed successfully liability side. Now we'll go to the asset side. Asset side, you see what he has given. First, fixed asset. Okay, first is fixed asset. How much we calculated fixed asset?
60
How much
lakh.
we got? Fixed asset is 60
60
lakh.
lakhs.
So write down 60 lakhs. Next, what you have to write? Current asset. Just write current assets. So current asset is a balancing figure. Why it is balancing figure?
They have to add the closing stock and other assets, sir.
Yeah. Other asset also I don't know. So I cannot directly write that. So current asset is a balancing figure of total asset. Total asset I know. Yes. So total asset I know and fixed assets I know. So minus that you'll get the current assets. Calculate.
1 crore.
60 lakhs minus 60 lakhs.
1 crore, sir.
1 crore.
1 crore.
1 crore.
Again, in current asset, he is expecting us to write stock and other asset. Stock we just now calculated. How much we got stock?
40 lakh.
40 lakh.
Yeah. Stock just now we calculated 40 lakhs. So let us write that 40 lakhs. Then other asset. How to calculate other assets?
So 1 crore minus 40 lakh.
1 crore
Yeah.
minus
But
40
again,
lakhs.
other asset is again the balancing figure for current asset. Current asset is 1 crore. In that 40 lakhs is stock. So remaining balance will be other asset. How much is that?
60 lakh.
60 lakhs.
60 lakh.
Okay. So
60
now
lakh.
my balance sheet is complete and my balance sheet is tallied. So here I have 1 crore 60 lakhs, that is 1.6 lakhs. 1.6 crores, then 60 lakhs and 1 crore, that is 1.6 crore. Again, inside also it is tallied, short term 24, long term 36 lakhs. Then totally asset is, current asset is 1 crore. In that I got 40 lakhs and the balancing is 60 lakhs. So this completes my balance sheet. Do you understand, students? Any
Yes, sir.
doubt? Question number 11.
So will this type of questions come for a 5 marker or a 5
Yeah,
or 8, sir?
it will come for section B or C actually. Depends on the question pattern. Yeah. If it is 8 marks, you will get for 8 marks. It is actually 8 marks question. Now, because of pandemic, our question pattern sometimes suddenly is a change. That's why I'm not telling correctly how many marks. But normally, for normal question paper, we schedule for 8 marks. Clear?
And if there are only like normal finding 2 to 3 ratios, like 4 ratios or something, that's 5 marker, no, sir?
That may be for 4 marks. We don't have 5 marks question actually. We have 4 marks and 8 marks. For this is a 3 credit paper, no? So we have 2 marks, then 4 marks, then 8 marks, then 10 marks case study.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now question number 12. I think I have done almost now 3 problems, right, on balance sheet using ratios. 3 or 4. I think 3 I have done. So now I think you got the hang of that. So I want you to practice this. So question number 12. You can do it as homework. Okay. So question number 12, you can do it as homework. Can you try this? Question number 12. And one more beautiful thing is he has already given you the data also here. Very few things you have to find out. What you have to find out? Equity has given you, return earnings he has given, total also he has given you 1.4 lakhs. Then equity, equipment he has given, then he has given total asset also 1.4 lakhs. So you have to find out debt, you have to find out inventory, you have to find out account receivable, nothing but your account receivable or data, you can find out, then cash. And then you have to calculate even sales and COGS also. That is why he has told here, complete the balance sheet and sales data using the following financial data. So sales data means this is what he is asking you to calculate. You have to find out sales, you have to find out COGS. Okay, and then he has given us debt equity ratio, fixed asset ratio, total asset turnover ratio, then days sales outstanding in account receivable is given as 40 days. Okay, then gross profit margin is given as inventory turnover ratio is given us. So all the data is given there. Just you have to calculate one by one and then put it in the balance sheet and then tally the balance sheet and then calculate even the sales data, that is sales and COGS, and then you can calculate the gross profit amount. Gross profit amount he has not given, you can calculate that. Can you do it? Can you try this question? Question number 12 is over. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very simple problem only actually. Okay, he has given the format, he already filled you some data also in that format. Very easy. Okay. So question number 12, student kindly do it as homework. And just to help you, I will upload all those Excels what I used for teaching you the balance sheet problems. I'll put in the Excel. You can, I'll post it in LMS. You can use that also when you get any doubt to use it. Okay. Next. So this actually completes the balance sheet problems are over. Now we will go back to the normal problems, normal ratios. So which one we left actually?
Problem number 7.
We have done. Did we do 7? Question number 7?
Not done, sir.
Not done, no? Yeah. Then question number 7 we will do. So can someone read for us question number 7?
From the following information, calculate current ratio, net profit ratio, debt equity ratio. Net profit rupees 1,20,000, bills payable 47,000, bills receivable 50 lakhs.
Yeah, sorry. Bills receivable is 40,000. Debentures
okay,
is 50 lakhs.
Okay, sir. Debentures 50 lakhs.
Yeah.
Debtors rupees 1,50,000. Long-term bank loan rupees 1 crore. Stock rupees 1,95,000. Net sales 2 crore 80 lakhs. Cash rupees 1,20,000. Share capital rupees 80 lakhs. Creditors rupees 2,09,000. Reserves and surplus 20 lakhs.
20 lakhs. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Hariharan. So he has very simple. He has told he have to calculate current ratio. He has given us the current assets. Just you have to add and find out and add it. The net profit ratio and debt equity ratio you have to calculate. Okay. Let us do at least one before we wind up. Current ratio we can find out quickly. Yeah. So question number 7. First we have to calculate what? Current ratio. So that is current asset divided by current liability. So what are the current assets? Can you identify quickly?
The debtors, stock and cash.
Stock, cash,
Bills
Bills
receivable.
Cash.
receivable.
Bills
bills
receivable.
Bills
receivable,
receivable.
Then
Bills receivable.
then one more thing is there.
Stock.
Stock. Yeah. So assets are bills receivable, debtor, stock, and cash. Okay. And then current liabilities.
So bills payable and
Bills
Payable.
payable and
creditors.
creditors.
creditors,
Not debt. What you said? Debentures.
bills payable and
Bills
creditors.
payable and creditors.
Bills payable and creditors.
Creditors.
Yeah. Correct. So write down. So current ratio is equal to current assets are bills receivable, debtors and stock and cash, and current liabilities, creditors and bills payable. So write down the amounts now. Bills receivable is 50 lakhs, debtors is 1.5 lakhs, stock is 1.95 lakhs, cash is 1.2 lakhs, and then creditor is 2,09,000 and bills payable is 47,000. Okay. So let us substitute that. Okay. So now you add and divide.
Sir, 5,05,000 divided by 2,56,000 is equal to 1.97.
Assets, how much you got?
5,05,000.
5,05,000. Others?
So
And
5,05,000.
Same, sir. Same, sir.
liabilities?
2,56,000.
56,000.
2,00,000 is correct. So assets we got 5,05,000 and liabilities 2,56,000. Just divide it, you'll get the ratio.
1.97 ratio.
Is to 1.
1.97 is to 1. That's correct. Is it a satisfactory ratio? Is this ratio satisfactory?
No, sir.
What is the standard ratio for current ratio?
2:1.
2:1.
2:1. So the company has to work on the current asset. They have to add more current assets. Okay, to make it at least 2:1. If it is bank or financial institution, and it has to be more than that. It has to be 3:1 or 4:1. Okay. Sometimes they even have to go to 5:1 also. So they need to have more and more liquid assets, current assets. Okay. So we have done current asset, current ratio. Next one is net profit ratio and debt equity ratio. I think time is up. We will do the remaining two ratios tomorrow, next class. Okay, students. So now onwards, we will do a very simple problems where data will be given. You have to calculate the ratios. Okay. Earlier they had given us ratio. We found out the data and then we built the or we constructed the balance sheet. Now onwards, we just have to calculate the ratio, that's all. Okay, and if you do that, you will get the full marks. So shall we wind up now? Any doubts today's class, students? Megha, did you write down the solution? Shall we wind up? Shall I close it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Any doubt, student, today's class? Anybody has any doubt? So you have to submit this homework, question number 12 homework in LMS. Okay, I'll create a Google form and will send it to you. You have to fill the form and then attach your the scanned drive link. You have to attach the Google Drive link. Okay. And tomorrow is the last day. I mean, Sunday is the last day to complete your first assignment for CIA. That is corporate finance first assignment. Hope all of you have done it. All of you have prepared it. If you have done it, please scan and upload in your Google Drive and please fill the Google form. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, students. So thank you for joining. Have a nice day, and we'll again meet again later. We'll meet on Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.